So Team RG, that was the Shins. The song is called Sleeping Lessons. Great song, just in case you were wondering. Also, if you were wondering, this is not my handiwork. This is the artwork of Roy Moody, legal counsel. We've much upgraded our set. I think you would agree. We'll start out with a couple shout-outs. They start with Gunner. Gunner test team, Brandy Crenshaw, Darren Mays, Marlon Fjordback, Aaron Vargas, Kenny Brown, and Pamela Massey. The Next Gen client and our Prime recognized our team successfully by completing back-to-back systems releases for the Next Gen program. And in fact, Kendra Charbonneau, our Next Gen IT senior engineer down there, and I quote, "You are by far the best team on this base." Very high praise, I would say. Also, our Gunner Information Assurance team shout out for Michelle Stronati, Tamara Miles, and Aaron Coleman. The IE team received the ACES Hard Hat Award for successfully authority to operate reauthorizations under the newly implemented, more rigorous risk management framework. We're taking the DICAP applications and converting them to RMF architecture. So, congratulations, Gunner team. And I can't wait to get back down to Alabama and see the Gunner team here shortly, just in a few months. I want to go over some corporate goals with you, and I think it's important to have goals, so I want to set those for 2017. And they're in 4 areas. They're in revenue growth, they're in profit growth, client satisfaction, and employee engagement. We'll talk specifically about those in the weeks and months coming ahead, but we're going to focus all of our resources on accomplishing those 4 goals for 2017. I'd like for you to also think about completing your performance review and development plan by January 31st. It's important we get those done and get on with the work of the year, and it's important that each of you accomplish that and pay special attention to your developmental action plans and working with your manager to accomplish that. Those are very important for all of us to have those. Let me give you an update now on branding in particular. I think I spoke of this earlier. We engaged the marketing firm called Sage to help us rebrand the company, and they have now come back with recommendations of our name going forward, our logo, the colors that we'll use to depict that logo. They've come back with the web design. We're about 60% of the way through now of rebranding RG. Expect a early spring launch. I believe that's very much possible, an early spring launch to rebrand the company. Also, in concert with that, we decided we would look at mission and values, and so we're having the senior executive team revisit all that, make sure that's also in league with our brand going forward. And so you'll see that and the rebranding all in early spring, so look forward to that. There was a town hall February 2nd. Make time to be a part of that. And I also want to set up a sort of a stretch goal for us for Q1. We want to add 12 FTEs. We actually added 5 in Q4. I actually added 6, to correct myself. The goal was 5, and we added 6 FTEs. And that's very important because that grows our revenue. And then I want to talk about 5 stories here now real quickly in regards to what's happening with our earned media and people using the 3 questions. And that's really starting to contribute to what I call the ground game. And that's the opportunities and the revenue that comes from you, the employees in the field, asking those 3 questions, creating earned media and following up with clients. So at GlaxoSmithKline, we now have a prospect there. Sandy and Sophie are working with them on strategy, actually, for GlaxoSmithKline. They're going to give them a demo tomorrow about how we do it here, and they're very interested in how we might be able to help them going forward. We responded to Wells Fargo. They were very interested in an article we wrote about ERP, IV, and V. Joe Martucci up at the Army followed up with the Army. They were asking about this article in Defense Systems about the work we did at Gunner Air Force. Remember, I spoke of the DICAP to RMF transition that was taking place there. Army read it in Defense Systems, and Joe followed up with him, and now we have an opportunity there. Penny had a relationship with Statoil, and they asked her about document management. She followed up with that. Her and Sandy now have a proposal in front of them, and we're waiting on the word there. Finally, Neil Panetta up at Mass Mutual has frankly been on fire. He's been working with his clients and their needs for 2017, and he's added a few bodies, and rumor is he might be adding some more. So the earned media and the ability to add FTEs are really coming alive with the ground game, and that's very important for us. So with that, I'll close it out. Thank all of you for your hard work, and I look forward to a successful 2017 for Team RG. Thanks so much.